What's up, everybody? Welcome back to my channel. And before we get into today's video, I wanted to make sure to let you guys know to hit the subscribe button, turn post notifications on, and hit the like button. It shows your support for me and it helps me out so much. Thank you guys for doing that, and let's get into today's video. So, as everybody knows, Kyrie Irving has recently been in the news yet again for his controversial views on the vaccination, and we're not going to be talking about that for this video. We're just going to be talking about Kyrie Irving in general. A lot of people lately have questioned how good Kyrie is and whether or not he is worth this unwanted attention for the Brooklyn Nets or whatever team he's on, because Kyrie has always been in the spotlight. He's always been getting into controversial subjects and topics, and it's nothing new. For one example, like a couple years ago, he was an avid flat earther for whatever reason for Kyrie. That's interesting for him. He missed multiple games in the past couple years just for personal reasons, and I agree that he is a top point guard in the NBA, but at the end of the day, it comes down to whether or not you are going to be on the court for your team. And if you're not on the court for your team, what's the reason that they even should keep you? They could easily trade him away for a star point guard in return. I'm sure plenty of teams would be willing to trade for Kyrie. And I just clicked on an ad. So let's just look at his output and see how valuable he actually is. Rookie year, he's 18.5 points per game, and he just keeps going up. He has a drop in 2014. 2015, LeBron comes in. It's expected to have a drop there. He only goes to 19. Previous year, he was at 21. Then the next year with LeBron, he's at 25. Boston, he's at 25, goes down to 24, and he comes to Brooklyn and he averages 28 and 27 respectively. And these years at Brooklyn have probably been the most controversial years he's had. Like I mentioned, he's had games where he just doesn't play because he's not really feeling it. And I know he's losing money, so at the end of the day, it's his call. But I don't know if for the Brooklyn Nets it's really a great way to treat a superstar, to allow him to act like that, because I mean he should be playing whether he just doesn't feel like it or not. If he doesn't want to play, then they should trade him away. If Kyrie Irving decides again this year that he doesn't care, he's not willing to play many games this year, there's no reason to keep him on the team. And we can actually, let's pull it up and see Kyrie Irving controversial subjects. Yeah, so back when he was in Boston, he was calling a lot of fans crazy stuff, conspiracy theories. He's declined to meet with the media multiple times, flat earth, like we mentioned earlier. And obviously this year, his biggest issue is the vaccination status. And like I've said, at the end of the day, it comes down to his personal choice, and he is willing to lose the money. But for the Brooklyn Nets, are they willing to lose those games and lose the revenue that Kyrie could be bringing in, or another point guard could be bringing in if they traded for him? So if you are the Brooklyn Nets, who are a couple of trade candidates that you could look to maybe trade away for? You can't really think of guys like Damian Lillard. That would make no sense for Portland, because you get Damian Lillard, you give up Damian Lillard, who's better than Kyrie in my opinion, and already isn't able to make you win a championship. Getting Kyrie isn't going to win you anything. unless Dame's already there. So the question is, what could the Nets do? And you could bring in a guy like Ben Simmons. He's on the trade block. The 76ers want to give him up. They honestly have to give him up. So why not give up a guy like Kyrie Irving, who's not going to be playing for you because of personal reasons or whatever reason, state mandates, and get a guy like Ben Simmons back, who's going to bring defense, playmaking, and I think playing around those superstars could revitalize his career. I dropped my video, that was maybe a month ago, on Ben Simmons. Check that out. I'll leave a little card in one of these corners. I think it's this corner, right? No, I'm not sure. Maybe it's this corner. This one over here. Right there. And yeah, I'll leave a little card for that if you guys want to check it out. But Ben Simmons could be an easily obtainable. I think the 76ers would straight up take that, but I think the Nets could get a little more value back considering how much leverage they would have. But Ben Simmons would be one. If we're looking at Portland, CJ McCollum could be an option. He's not the defender that Kyrie Irving is, but he could easily be the offensive output that you need from Kyrie Irving. So I think that would be an interesting one. Just maybe some role players. They don't have the greatest depth. They have actually better depth than a lot of people want to give them credit for. But you could even bring in just some role players, maybe like a Jeremy Lamb off the bench, just people like that could come in, and you could get a few of them in return for Kyrie Irving. I mean, obviously James Harden and Kevin Durant are more than capable of pulling the load. Kevin Durant almost beat us in the playoffs single-handedly, so that just shows you his greatness by itself. But yeah, at the end of the day, the real question is Kyrie Irving worth the trouble for the Brooklyn Nets? In my opinion, I think he isn't. It just depends on what kind of Kyrie Irving you get. If you get the crazy off-the-edge Kyrie Irving who is taking off games because of random issues that he made up in his head, then definitely you need to move on from him. But if he is like actually has to miss games because of the mandate or something like that, he is worth it. Just because he seemed to calm down after last year ended, but maybe he's going to kind of jump back up real quick. But we'll see how that goes. And yeah, I think that the Nets probably will keep him. They don't want to get rid of their big three, which I completely understand. So let's see what the news breaks about Kyrie Irving, and maybe I'll post another video or post on my Instagram. Links are always in the description down below, guys. Just post on my Instagram and talk to you guys about what happened with Kyrie Irving. So I'll be following that situation closely. As always, thank you guys so much for watching. Like I said in the beginning of the video, hit the like button, subscribe, and turn on post notifications too. That way you guys know every time I upload. Thank you guys so much for watching my videos, and adios.